Hello there, ladies and gents. Oppenheimer. That's the film at this moment in time that's on everybody's lips. Well, that and Barbie, depending on who you are. But Oppenheimer, some are saying it's the greatest film of the century, or will be the greatest film of the century. But they've done it again, folks. Old Hollywood again. They've forgotten us. They've forgotten us Brits. It's not the first time they've written us out of history. Read something only today, but it was out over the weekend, and I'll just quickly read it to you because I think it's something people should know about. The cleverer ones amongst you will know this. Many of you won't know. Probably the bulk of many of you won't be interested, but I'm going to read it to you anyway because it interested me. And as I say, it surprised me that they've forgotten us. The bins are on again, by the way, so I've got bits to read. And it, might be something you'd like to look into or research. It might not be. It might be something you'd like to know. Yeah, so the latest film's out now. I believe it's almost a 4-hour blockbuster. I've not seen it yet myself, but I'm going to. It's the kind of film I would like. And they're saying there was a report in the paper over the weekend. There's a British chap, a scientist called James Chadwick. He was born in Macclesfield. And he is the guy that really should probably be talked about in the film even more than Oppenheimer. He's the guy that the atomic bomb probably was not invented from, it would be the wrong word. Without what he found out, without what he did, the atomic bomb would never have happened. So basically, the guy's called James Chadwick. He was born in Macclesfield. He actually died in 1974, aged 82. He discovered the neutron 13 years before the first neutron bomb, and you needed the neutron to be discovered to have the neutron bomb. But they've just wiped him out of the film. I mean, when they did the first test, the atom bomb test, was it in the desert there? I think it was in the desert. It might have been Nevada. He actually went to America for the first test. He was 20 miles away in a bunker. And he was there for all the research on it for sort of a number of months or maybe a year or two. I've looked into it. I don't remember what he said. But his daughters are still alive. His daughters are Judith and Joanne. Weirdly, they live together now. They're both 94. And the weird part is not that they live together, but they live 1 mile from Cambridge University, where he discovered the neutron all those years before. Obviously he's originally from Macclesfield. He went studying at Cambridge, and they've now moved back to Cambridge because they lived in America with him for a short time. And it's saying, were he alive today, the general that really was behind the atomic bomb, the American general, a guy called Leslie Groves, I believe he's played by Matt Damon in the film, they said he would be beside himself to find that they'd left old Mr. Chadwick, James Chadwick, out of the film altogether, because he classed him as his right-hand man, not Oppenheimer. He classed James Chadwick, the British scientist, as his right-hand man within the thing. It's said that for all Oppenheimer was a clever fella, James Chadwick was even cleverer. And as I say, without him discovering the neutron, we'd never have had the bomb. Oppenheimer's come out many, many years afterwards and always said he wished that they'd never discovered the bomb, never used the bomb, and so on and so forth. Chadwick remained silent. He just sort of disappeared back into scientific life and never had much else to do with the war thereafter. But it said the money he made in, I think, 1936 for the Nobel Prize, what did he say here? Bear with me a sec. The money that he made from the Nobel Prize, he used to work on the cyclotron machine. And the cyclotron machine is all to do with neutron therapy. And neutron therapy is what's used to combat cancer. In fact, it's been said that without him, we wouldn't have had all the cancer scans that we now have. So in a weird way, he's gone from finding something that's been developed into what became the neutron bomb, and thereafter, after using that bomb to kill many, 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 many thousands of people, he's then found something within that neutron to help us beat cancer, or to try to beat cancer, or combat cancer, should I say. So he's gone from taking lives further down the line to saving lives. And for all he never came out sort of saying that they wished they'd never done the bomb or any regrets or whatever else, it did say in the piece that he'd never slept for years and years thereafter. He slept on sleeping pills. And he did say that although it got used, he believed it would have happened with somebody anyway. And he feels that although many, many Japanese died during the course of the bomb going off, had it not been used, many, many thousands of American and Allied troops would have died fighting Japan. So, either way, many would have died with or without the bomb. The difference being without the bomb, it would be more of our own people and the Americans as opposed to the Japanese. So that was it anyway. I've rambled a bit at the end. I do apologise for that, but I thought it was something worth knowing. I'd never even heard of the guy, but by all accounts he was an extremely clever guy, and as I say, he's the man behind the neutron bomb, and he's the man behind helping us fight cancer nowadays. So, very, very clever human being. That's just got airbrushed out the film. Hollywood tends to do that with people that aren't their own. It's weird, isn't it? Anyway, that's it from me. Sorry for rabbiting on.